Football is obsessed with Wonder Kids, always looking for the next big thing. However, since Russian teams were banned from UEFA competitions in 2022, the league itself has been descending into chaos with fan support dwindling, a lack of media coverage, and an absence of talented imports. The Russian Premier League went from being ranked 6th in the 2019-20 season to 27th in 2024, well below the Spanish Segunda Division and the Croatian top flight. Therefore, European giants have taken their eye off of talented footballers playing in Russia, meaning many players have been virtually forgotten. Claudinho is a prime example of this, being one of the best players in Russia for Zenit St. Petersburg, and winning 7 trophies during his time with the Zenitors. However, he has never won a senior cap for Brazil, and many of Europe's elite have not batted an eye. But there is a youngster making waves in Russia for Lokomotiv Moscow this season, and that is Aleksey Batrakov. Wait, who? Well, I'm glad you asked. So let's look at the Russian machine, analyze his game, and see what the future holds for Batrakov. Aleksey Batrakov was born on June 9, 2005 in Orakovo-Zoyevo, near Moscow. Batrakov was drawn to football from an early age, and his parents enrolled him in futsal. In 2011, at just 6 years old, he joined Lokomotiv's academy, progressing through every age group. He was quickly identified as a rising talent, dominating in various youth tournaments as Lokomotiv's talisman, while also earning call-ups to Russia at various youth levels. At the age of 18, the midfielder had already scored 27 goals and made 43 assists in just 67 total games in various Russian youth leagues, even becoming a champion as part of the Lokomotiv Moscow U19 team in 2023. He was by far the best player in the league and was recognized as such, becoming the player of the season in the 2023-24 campaign. In the U19M Liga, Batrakov was receiving praise in every direction. In that same season, he began training with Lokomotiv's senior team and participated in various friendlies, even scoring against FC Volgar Astrakhan. He was described as one of the most exciting prospects in Russian football and earned comparisons with Anatoly Banashevsky, who is considered the greatest Azerbaijani footballer of all time. A player so good, Azerbaijani club FK Masali named their stadium after him. Under the leadership of Mikhail Galakshanov, the youngster made his professional debut for the senior team on March 31, 2024, and scored his first goal in just his 3rd game in May against FC Orenburg. Batrakov's impressive performances did not go unnoticed. So in December of 2023, Batrakov signed his first professional contract with Lokomotiv until 2027. This earned him a call-up to the senior Russian national team for the 2024 LP Bank Cup and made his official debut against Brunei, where he scored Russia's 10th goal as Russia went on to win 11-0. If that wasn't impressive enough, the next season Batrakov would become a force of nature. At the time of this recording, Batrakov has scored 11 goals and made 8 assists in 1,850 minutes, which is 1 goal contribution every 97 minutes, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Additionally, he has also been awarded as the Russian Premier League Player of the Month for September of 2024. While the Russian Premier League isn't as strong as a lot of other European leagues, Batrakov's output at the age of 19 from midfield is insane. No wonder why the likes of Manchester City are linked with him. But besides his output, let's analyze his game and see what makes him so good. Batrakov is typically deployed as the sole attacking midfielder in a 4-2-3-1 formation. One of Batrakov's biggest strengths is his playmaking. Incredibly direct, Batrakov likes to receive the ball from deep and dribble at pace towards goal. The Russian thrives when given lots of time and space to work his magic, using it to look for opportunities to set up teammates. However, he doesn't look to dribble past opponents and create man advantages that way. Instead, he uses clever long balls or through balls to split the defense and provide others with scoring opportunities. He ranks in the 96th percentile for chances created per 90. When compared to other attacking midfielders or wingers, that jumps up to 99%. In addition to the absurd number of chances he creates, he is also solid at passing and crossing. The Russian ranks in the 76th percentile for successful passes per 90, and in the 94th percentile for both long ball accuracy and successful crosses per 90. In essence, this makes him an ideal number 10, a nearly extinct position in the modern game, who was a genius responsible for orchestrating attacks and given the freedom to play as he wishes, with little defensive responsibility. Another thing that stands out to me is Batrakov's goal-scoring ability. He currently has the second most goals in the Russian Premier League and ranks in the 97th percentile for goals with 6.1 per 90. This is fantastic, but looking at his shots per game would tell you a rather different story. The Russian midfielder is only in the 38th percentile for this metric with 1.83 per 90, which is below average compared to those in his position. However, for shots on target, he is in the 79th percentile with 1.1 per 90. So what does this mean? It essentially means that he is very accurate when striking on goal. Out of the 30 shots he has taken so far, 18 have hit the target. This translates to him having more goals than expected, with his XG per 90 being 0.54 compared to his actual goals per 90, which is 0.61. This makes sense considering where these shots are coming from. Looking at Batrakov's shot map, most of his chances are coming within the 18-yard box. This can be further explained by his 2.2 fouls 1 per 90 and him being in the 85th percentile for penalty wins. Another thing to note about Batrakov is his strong defensive contribution. While he doesn't excel at tackling, ground duels, or aerial duels, there are a few metrics that stand out. First off, his defensive reading of the game is very good, having 0.92 interceptions per 90, which puts him in the 71st percentile. In addition, he ranks in the 74th percentile for possession won in the final third, with 0.73 wins per 90. This means that he is defending from the front foot, pressing the back line when the opposing team has the ball. This can prevent build-up play and help the team win back the ball in dangerous areas. This is a valuable asset in the modern game, where the system reigns supreme, and everyone is involved in all aspects of the game, regardless of position. A potential concern, however, is that he is a bit reckless in the tackle. He has the third most yellow cards in the Russian Premier League, with 6 in total, and has already committed 17 fouls, but I don't believe that it is a big worry since he's only 19 and he's relatively inexperienced. So I imagine with time, these mistakes will get ironed out of his game. Finally, I want to mention his consistency levels. Batrakov tends to come alive in purple patches of form, particularly in the Russian Premier League. From August 4th to August 10th, the Russian grabbed 5 goal contributions 3 matches. From mid-May to late August, he got 10 goal contributions in 9 matches. This included making 3 assists and scoring once in a 5-0 win over FK Akhmat. Batrakov also scored back-to-back braces against FC Orenburg and FC Party Nizhny Novgorod. Finally, from late October to early November, he got 3 assists in 2 games, one of which was an equalizer against Russian giants Zenit St. Petersburg. However, an average or below average performance almost always follows in the next game. This results in Batrakov having an average match performance rating of 7.93 out of 10, which is still very good, but a main concern for the future is whether, in time, those minor inconsistencies will become more prevalent. Typically, the most inconsistent players tend to be attacking midfielders or strikers, with Mario Balotelli, Andrei Arkshevin, Ricardo Quaresma, and James Rodriguez prime examples of this. Again, it's still early days, but this is something to watch out for in the future. Alright, that was a lot of information right there. But in summary, Batrakov is a chance-creating machine who is an excellent passer of the ball, reminiscent of a luxury number 10, while defending from the front foot and having the work rate of a workhorse. He is also a fox in the box, feeding off of chances in the 18-yard box, always ready to pounce. I would say he's somewhat reminiscent of David Silva, with the poaching ability of Filippo Inzaghi. As I said before, Batrakov has been linked with Manchester City, but there has been no concrete offers yet. If he can keep putting in consistently excellent performances, I believe he will attract more attention from big clubs. This will seem absurd, but I believe Batrakov has the tools to become one of the greatest attacking midfielders of his generation and lead Russia into a new era as their star player. No pressure, right? And that is the end of the video. If you would like me to make more videos like this in the future, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time.